Hi YouTube, what you're looking at right now is a basic kitchen, and I'm going to show you some ideas to improve this kitchen and hopefully your own kitchens in Minecraft. Sometimes it can be hard to get the look you want, but maybe some of these ideas will help you get there. Even in this basic kitchen we have some great ideas, such as using a pot as a bin. You can use a couple of blocks and a door. You can have an iron door, you can have a wooden door, whichever door you want, as a fridge. We can have counters, and pot plants are nice additions. You can put buttons on your little benches to make them into drawers, and cauldrons work really great as kitchen sinks. And don't forget to put some storage in there and some lighting. So let's go have a look at some more ideas on how we can spruce up this really nice kitchen. This first design is a little bit dark, but I think it kind of pays off. We've put some wood up there in the roof to kind of, make the roof stand out a bit more. We got a light behind there. It is very dim. But it's a nice moody sort of kitchen. So some ideas from this one are to use clay blocks for the floor. They look really great, and you can bring some colour in. This looks like a nice kind of earthy sort of kitchen. You can also use logs for your counters, and my favourite thing ever is putting carpet on top of them, because it kind of makes it look like it's got a countertop to it. Additionally, a splashback. How nice does that look? So you just put a slightly different, or very different if you want, block behind the counters as a splashback, and it looks really great. You can also, keep putting the buttons on there. They kind of stand out on this, so, it's kind of up to you. Another idea, if you want your fridge to kind of look like a cupboard sort of thing, you can use note blocks. Note blocks look really cool. They just have this kind of, they look like mesh, so they're really good. And, yeah. So this is a really neat design, and you can take some pointers from that. This design kind of capitalizes on nether brick. It's very underused, and I love it. I think it looks really great when it's paired with sandstone, and when it's paired with quartz. It pops. So this design kind of uses that as a feature and gives it a bit of an extra design flair, makes it a bit bulkier, because nether brick has that oomph, it's bold. Also, you can put shelves in. Now these are actually stairs to make the shelves seem kind of small, maybe for a spice rack or something, but they look really good. And you can also use coloured, I think these are coal blocks actually, not coloured clay for the counters, because the coal blocks, they have kind of a marbly look. And you can use, instead of wood, you can use little stone buttons, and it kind of looks like steel drawers, I guess you'd say. And this bench here has a nice little gap under it, which makes it look a little more fancy. If you don't want the bench to have legs like that, you can replace this last one to the right here under the plant with just a slab, and that'll look really, really fancy. And up on top we have just some basic lights. Very basic. And we have a nice little fridge here too. So also mixing and matching wood and tiles. I think that's a really nice idea. And you should definitely mix and match floors where you can, because it has a great effect. Speaking of mixing and matching, you should definitely try mixing and matching quartz with coloured clays, because they're so nice. They pop out, and it really makes things pop. It brings out the colours and the whites at the same time. This design is similar to the last one, but it is all quartz for the counters, and I've also used a hopper as a sink. Now hoppers as a sink kind of gives it an industrial feel, and it looks really nice, and I love it. I've also used wooden buttons there because it matches our little runaround thing here. I'm not actually sure what that's called, but Yeah, you can also cover your furnace if you don't like how it looks, or maybe you don't want it to actually look like a furnace, maybe you want it to look like it's a dishwasher. So that's an idea, and you can always, make your shelves pop with different stair colours, and you can use slabs, but because I've got bedrock behind there, I've used stairs because I think that looks nicer. It's another thing to look out for too. If you're going to use slabs, you have to have something behind there. And yeah, we've got a little cupboard over here where the bin is, and it just looks very nice. It looks, well, like a cupboard with shelves, I guess. So this design is very handy to have. You can also try using, if you think this is too thick or too wool looking, you can try using snow. Snow looks really nice and it's a lot whiter, so it doesn't show quite a distinction as the wool does from the quartz. I went a little overboard with this design to show you how great trapdoors are. I mean, check it out. They make little arms for chairs, and they go around benches, and I don't know, it makes everything feel a little Asian, I guess you'd say. In addition to that, to make an Asian feel, you should try some chiseled stone brick, because that stuff just, I don't know, there's just something about it that makes things feel Asian if it's used right. I've also used note blocks for the walls. I don't know, just defines them a little more, it looks nice. And some red paintings and red finishes always help. To get a trapdoor on this lovely little sink here, you're going to need to use a hopper and hold shift down. So yeah, this design I think looks really great. I really do love trapdoors. They just make my day. They make everything brilliant. They do. So I'm going to show you some more designs now, but more centered around dining rooms. I like the theme of the last kitchen so much I had to build a dining room with it, and there's some really great tips in here, and that includes using these trapdoors just to kind of highlight things like the window back here. I mean, it looks really great, I think. And paintings can never do you wrong. Well, I guess they can. If you're going to flood a wall with them, it looks pretty bad. But I really love using glass blocks as tables, especially when you have dark flooring because you can't see the other two lines. It kind of makes it look like they have legs. See what I mean? It looks like a regular home table with legs. And I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. Just cover it with some carpet and you're good to go. Speaking of legs, a great idea is to use upside down stairs, especially if you're going to kind of cut them off like that and finish them a little bit inside the table so it looks like it's underneath. You just pop it on from this side instead of from the side and you're good to go. Cover it with some carpet and it looks like an executive table or a dining table. And don't forget, you can always use signs, and I like to decorate my signs with some X's or something similar because it kind of just, I guess it's reminiscent of stitching and it just has this nice feel to it. Makes it a little more cozy. See what I mean about trapdoors? They're just amazing. They really bring out the look of this room, and it uses a bit of nature in it too with some colours to highlight things. You can make wooden pressure plates into little placemats and they look really good. You can also use stone and any of the other placemats. Wooden has this nice little tiki feel. You can use a sapling, especially if you're going to block it off with some, I don't know, a light above it. It won't grow, but it will not pop out of the ground either. It just has a nice feel to it. So this room, it just has a very nice homey feel to it. And the table there too is stairs upside down going all the way around. Kind of gives it a lip so you can imagine feet going under it. I designed this outdoor setting to show you what iron bars look like with carpet on them. I mean, they just stand out really well, and it doesn't matter what colour you use. You can use white, grey, black, you could use purple, It just looks really, really nice, especially when you're outside, which this clearly is. This is outside, you believe it, you know it's outside. Our last design kind of puts fire in the middle, and this is a little bit of a, I guess, pyramid-like design. Maybe you could use it in a pyramid or a temple of some sort. You just got some fire in the middle, you got some nice gold weighted plates here as placemats, and you've got smooth sandstone as a table. I actually really like smooth sandstone used as a table because it has this like tablecloth-like look. From a distance you can kind of imagine it as a tablecloth instead of a block. You can, I don't know, it feels more tabley. I have used that in my houses before and it has a very nice effect. So play around and see what you come up with, and let me know what your ideas are, and maybe I'll showcase them next time I do a kitchen showcase. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit subscribe.